Monday, the 2nd September 2024. Welcome to the main news bulletin on HTV. To present the news, I'm Henry Kabunda Jr. Let's look at the stories making headlines. NAKACHINDA arrested. Membe concerned over delays in CHILANGWA and CHITOTELA'S case. TAYALI excited with ICAO audit. And international news, Russia launches barrage of drones and missiles at KYIV. And the sports news, BAKALA happy with FIFA talent development program. Now the news in detail. Opposition Socialist Party President Fred Membe has expressed concerns over the prolonged legal process faced by imprisoned Patriotic Front leaders Nixon Chilangwa and Ronald Chitotela. Dr. Membe has described that both leaders are in good spirit and worried about the long delays in their cases. He adds that the maximum prison has got a lot of harsh conditions and gives pressure to the inmates.
To visit our brothers and sisters who are incarcerated, who are in prisons, and those who are in hospitals. And in line with that, yesterday, I took a trip to Kabwe at Mukoveko Maximum Prison to visit my relative and friends, Nixon Chilangwa, Ronald Chitotela, and his two brothers were incarcerated there. And also the council chairperson for Kawambwa. Initially, we were stopped by the prison authorities at higher levels who issued instructions that we should.
Zambia Police Service has disclosed that it has arrested Patriotic Front General Secretary NAKACHINDA for alleged offense of seditious practices contrary to Section 557(1)(b) and Section 60(a)(b) of the Penal Code Act, Chapter 87 of the Laws of Zambia. Police Public Relations Officer Ray Amonga has explained that the brief facts of the matter are that on August 21, 2024, Mr. NAKACHINDA alleged issued a statement during a press conference held at an undisclosed location. Mr. Amonga has mentioned that the statement, which was subsequently circulated on various social media platforms, is believed to have bordered on seditious practices. He adds that Mr. NAKACHINDA has since been detained in police custody. The police public relations officer has disclosed that Mr. NAKACHINDA is currently waiting for fulfillment of police bond conditions.
The Zambia Police Service, which is informed the general public that Mr. Rafael NAKACHINDA, age 46, has been arrested for alleged offense of seditious practices contrary to Section 57(1)(b) and Section 61(1)(b) of the Penal Code Act, Chapter 87 Laws of Zambia. The brief facts of the matter are that on the 21st of August 2024, Mr. NAKACHINDA allegedly issued a statement during a press conference held at an undisclosed location. This statement, which was subsequently circulated on various social media platforms, is believed to border on seditious practices. Mr. NAKACHINDA has been detained in police custody. He is currently awaiting fulfillment of police bond conditions. The Zambia Police Service will reiterate our commitment to upholding the law and ensuring that any actions that undermine public order and security are dealt with in accordance with the provisions of
Minister of Transport and Logistics Frank TAYALI has expressed happiness with the high passing rate the aviation sector has scored after being audited by the International Civil Aviation Organization ICAO. Mr. TAYALI has explained that the preliminary result released puts Zambia's achievement at 73.48% effective implementation translated into being above the East and Southern African region average of 60.71% and the global average of 69.4% respectively. He asked that the achievement will make sure the elevation sector takes back its top-notch role of being the best in the region and beyond. The minister has mentioned that the new Dawn administration placed the aviation sector as the key and strategy insofar national development is concerned as its transport into a regional integration.
Well, I guess I'm the bearer of some good news, whereby I'm sure the country is aware that we did receive auditors from the International Civil Aviation Organization, ICAO, who basically were here to conduct an audit on a number of issues, what are known as major safety concerns in the aviation sector. The last time that similar audit was done was back in 2009, where we performed very badly, scoring 35.4%. Now, obviously, that resulted in a ban where Zambian-operated airliners could not actually fly into places such as Europe. And I'm so delighted to inform the nation that the audit has been done, the results are out.
We go on our first short break. We'll be right back with more stories. Stay tuned. Welcome back. We continue with the stories. Ministry of Green Economy and Environment Permanent Secretary Dauti Chimba says government puts a premium of environment protection and enforcement. Dr. Chimba states that the will ensure the natural resources are managed sustainable. He has emphasized the responsibility of ensuring that environment is managed according to the sustainable principles, which empowers the natural resources must be managed and utilized sustainable. This came in light in a speech delivered on his behalf by the Ministry Director of Environment, Fashion Gondwe, during the ministerial stakeholders engagement in Lusaka organized by Center for Environment Justice CEJ with the support from the Bread for the World BFTW. Meanwhile, Center for Environment Justice Board Chairperson Vincent Ziba explains there is need to ensure the rights and livelihood of affected communities are protected as the country pursues development, particularly in sectors like mining and agriculture. Mr. Ziva has emphasized the equitable resettlement policies are vital in achieving this balance, ensuring that no community is left behind in the country pursuit of progress. Mr. Ziva was speaking this in a speech read on his behalf by CEJ board member Emmanuel Mtema. Meanwhile, Center for Environment Justice CEJ Executive Director Maggie Mwape has disclosed that our organization takes the meeting as a learning opportunity, especially as it would be able to hear from key government ministries about the key issues they are addressing. Ms. Mwape has stated that the focus of the meeting will be on government efforts towards implementation of the national biodiversity strategy and refreshment policy, recognizing some of the challenges, opportunities, and barriers that exist. She notes that the stakeholders would learn about the status of the implementation of national biodiversity strategy, including the challenges and opportunities, and how civil society organizations have been involved.
We'll be able to hear from the key government ministries on the key issues that are being done, with focus on their efforts, on the resettlement policy, and recognizing some of the challenges, opportunities, and barriers which are there, and then also be able to learn about the status of the implementation of the National Biodiversity Strategy, what has been the challenges, opportunities, barriers, and how the civil society organizations have been involved.
We go on our second short break. We'll be right back with international news and sports news. Don't go away.
Are you worried about your business going down? Are you tired of waiting for customers all day long? HTV brings to you My Business Desk, where you can advertise your business and see it grow. It doesn't matter how small or big your business is, HTV covers everything because HTV cares.
Welcome back. We continue with the news. Now in international news, Russia has carried out another wave of strikes on Ukrainian capital Kyiv. The missiles strike homes, infrastructure, and a school. We monitor Al Jazeera for more details.
Billowed into the air, sparking fires from their destructive impact. Ukraine's military administration said its air defense units destroyed more than 10 cruise missiles and nearly 10 ballistic missiles. In the full light of day, the destruction was evident. Parents accompanying their children for the first day of school were confronted with the damage.
I am quite angry, but I think we will cope with it and our children will be stronger. For them, it will not be some great tragedy, but simply a moment that must be experienced and then move on.
Other students recalled the terror of the attacks.
My hands are still shaking. I started running into the building and lost my slipper. We all ran. My neighbor was shouting, "Let's go down. There are strong explosions." We ran, and I did not expect that they would hit here.
To the east, close to Russia's border, the aftermath of an attack that struck an orphanage and pediatric rehabilitation center. At least 18 people were injured in the attack, while the surrounding buildings were damaged by the wider explosion. While the conflict has overshadowed daily life, there have been moments of escape from its lingering effect, such as this summer camp for children who live on the eastern front lines. Many took
In sports news, Zambia under-16 boys national team coach Ian BAKALA has expressed happiness with the campaign in the FIFA Talented Development Program tournament to be held from 3 September to 9 September 2024 in Cote d'Ivoire.
I think at the moment, the boys are looking good. Yeah, despite the time we came in, I think there's much improvement this time. Yeah, I think it's a good idea that there are a lot of players, I think, who came from the provinces to impress their talent here, which I think as coaches, I think we have seen good players in it. Yeah, despite we can't get all of them. But when we started, I think players had that difficulties of coming up themselves. Some they were a bit afraid. But later on, afterwards, I think when we started talking to them to be themselves, I think they are coming up. Looking at last week and this week, I think there's a big difference. Well, I think practically we have done very well.
That item takes us to the end of our main news. But before we go, a recap of stories that made headlines. NAKACHINDA arrested. Membe concerned with the delays in CHILANGWA and CHITOTELA'S case. TAYALI excited with ICAO audit. And international news, Russia launches barrages of drones and missiles at KYIV. And in sports news, Bakali happy with FIFA talented program development. For more news updates, you can like and follow our Facebook page, MyHTV Zambia. And on behalf of my director, Mwanza Sinkala, and the entire HTV crew, is present viewing and have a blessed night.